One night in the bar I was having a jar and me destiny had beckoned. Then a vision burst on top of me thirst and flattened me pint in a second. 'Twas a lady fair with short blonde hair, and her beauty would shame all queens, with her listening lips and her twisting hips and her slim-fitting Levi jeans. So I hopped off the old stool, I observed the first rule, I checked the old tie in the fáine, and got ready a story, a ditter of glory about Diarmid agus Grania. Me opening line was, "Hello there sunshine, how's it going? My name is John." With a toss of her head, this goddess says, "I'm Chantelle the Champignon." "Oh, be dada," said, "you're a thoroughbred, you're no cave woman from Cavan. You're very aristocratic, aromatic, araphatic, what are you having?" Now from the furrow on her brow I could tell just how she was torn between a short and a long. "I'll have an Irish coffee and a pint of muffy," said Chantelle the Champignon. See, she had been hitching around, as yet she hadn't found any savages looking for scalps. She had scaled the peaks of Offaly and leaks, which made her homesick for the Alps. So here she lands with a week on her hands before flying back to France. And she'd like to get to know Galway and Mayo, so I thought, boys, this is me chance. Or I says, "I'm your man, I have a high-ace fan, I have nothing to do right now. Sure, the old 5-acre farm will come to no harm, the old cat can milk a cow. So to hell with the silage, we'll clock up the mileage. You'll be as safe as with your daddy." She says, "I'll like you more than I did before, of a Smithies and a paddy." Next day we drove by creek and cove all along the western seaboard, and the music of her voice was twice as nice as the notes from any keyboard. For example, she says, "Oh John, you turn me on, you completely fill up my senses. I can see in the sky all the stars of your eyes shining out through your contact lenses." So I pulled up the old van. She says, "Oh John, please don't take it amiss." Or I said, "You'll find all I had in mind was to take a bit of a kiss." Now her eyes shone bright and her teeth gleamed white, but her breath kind of smelled like garlic. But she tore into my lips like fish and chips in the shadow of Croagh. Sure, after such happiness we had no stopping this. We clocked up hundreds of miles, and we spent hundreds of hours around round towers of various slants and styles. It was in the County Clare, I do declare, we drank many's the tasty beverage, and the intensity of our propensity was way above the average. And it was in Portnerone under a 20-ton stone we drank rainbow-coloured wine, and it was inside the old Dolman that I paid the old Salomon to keep his concubines. Well, the days went fast and the time went past between one thing and another, and she'd a plane to catch back to Parry Match to see her uncle and granny, sister and father, and her mother. So we loaded up the old van with cheese and ham and a 6-pack from the fridge and a Guinness keg for the final leg of our amorous pilgrimage. We withdrew into Dunlevan about 25 minutes to 7, and we off to see me Uncle Ted. We hit Glendalough about 11 o'clock and we slept in St. Kevin's bed. Next day it was dawning and I was yawning, and it dawned on me she was going. So there's words she spoke as she drove to the smoke before we boarded the Boeing. "I'll acquaint my parents with what has transpired. My paltry possessions I'll pack, and to you I'll retire in wings of desire, and up with you I'll shack." Well, that night I flew low through Athlone and Ballinasloe, and I was home in an hour and a half. Although it was late, I knew I had to kill the fatted calf. Next day I booked a room for the upcoming honeymoon where no one would be any wiser. And in raptures and ruptures, I published my nuptials in the Galway Advertiser. Sure, for 6 years or 7, I thought I was in heaven. I was kind of trying things out for size. But sure, like every other lover, I was soon to discover it was Nomadon's paradise. Sure, while I was thinking the kingdom had come and singing "Glory, Hallelujah," Chantelle was marching to a different drummer, singing "Johnny a Hallelujah." Thank you for your voice.